In this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways self-doubt lies to you and how you can break free from it. Starting with lie number 1. It was just once. To being fired by a boss who interviewed me high, to being slapped by my ex-girlfriend on one of our first dates, to being called or told I was going off the deep end practicing black magic or dark magic and was going off my rocker by an old best friend. I've learned something. Trust the red flags. Anyone can be happy, can be kind when they get what they want. But how do they treat you when they don't, or when they feel angry, or when they feel frustrated? It's only once? Yeah, let's look into that. So I have a story for you, or a question. If you were in an ocean and you were swimming at the beach, and there was a shark in the water, and all of a sudden you hear the lifeguard saying, "Shark!" Would you say, "I'm just gonna swim in the water, it's only once"? No. You'd immediately see, holy shit, the lifeguard's waving a red flag, telling everyone, get the fuck out of the water, because there's a shark that can kill you. Same thing with people who treat you like shit. It's only once, my ass. What self-doubt is really trying to get you to see is trust the red flags. So here's how I see it. Every time we experience a red flag, we are at a crossroads. A crossroads where we can either choose ourself and our highest values, or we can abandon ourselves. Let's go into lie number 2. You're overreacting. I've had many sleeping dreams in the month of November. One of them being I was in a house, I'll call it an ex-Civil War house or Civil War museum house. And in this sleeping dream, I was with various members of my family and my friends. And then all of a sudden at the last minute, right when this tour was about to start, a very interesting man walked in. And immediately, I heard alarm bells go off in my head, but I also heard self-doubt saying, like, Michael, calm down, man. You're just overreacting, okay? And so the sleeping dream continues, and I'm still hearing these alarm bells, and the guy who had walked in is now obsessing over a gun. There's this historic gun in a box, and the tour guide's bringing us closer to the gun so we can examine it. And the guy is just, the entire tour, been asking questions about the gun. And every time he asks a question, the alarm bells are ringing, and then I hear self-doubt saying, dude, calm down, you're overreacting, man. Like, just curious, like, you're overreacting. And then I finally woke up, and I was like, no, I'm not overreacting. I need to trust myself. And thank God, the guy goes to grab the gun, and I realize, like, if I tell people he's trying to grab the gun to kill us all, I'm going to get everyone killed. So the best thing, the only thing I can do in this scenario is to, like, literally leave with the hopes of, like, him taking people hostage and me being able to, like, call the cops and to save people, which is exactly what I did. I left. Sleeping dream, fast forward. Do you know how sometimes sleeping dreams go, like, scene by scene rather than a continuous, like, line? And he has everyone hostage, and I'm hiding in a bush, and he's driving a Jeep with everyone hostage in the Jeep. And he sees me, and he's driving at me, trying to kill me, and then bam, I wake up. So, my friend, I know that was rather intense, but what did that sleeping dream actually teach me? The one core lesson. When self-doubt tells you you're overreacting, it's actually giving you an opportunity to say, and it's telling you, trust yourself. Like, so many things in life have gone poorly when I have listened to that voice in my head say, you're overreacting. Or, like, it's okay, like, it's gonna be okay. It was just only once, right? Like, no, wake up. Trust yourself. Don't be fucking gaslit by people. And most importantly, don't gaslight yourself. Your instincts have been bred for millions of years. And your intuition is your spiritual power. Listen to that. I think it will do you right. Let's go on to lie number 3 of self-doubt. It was just your imagination. And this lie is in regards to sleeping dreams. And so there's one specific dream that I want to talk about, sleeping dream as I call it, because I believe that we're awake in our amazing dream right now when we're quote-unquote awake. And so that dream, sleeping dream, came about when I was younger. I think I was like anywhere 6 to 9, maybe 6 to 10, probably when I was like 6 to 8. And I had this sleeping dream one day. My dad had a boat, which he actually did. And we were tied up next to a boat. Like, boats can tie up next to each other, and you can, like, dock with boats. I think it's called mooring, maybe. And there was this white woman in a green bikini who was, like, crossing over her boat or the boat she was on onto our boat, and she was holding a red Solo cup or beer or something. I forget the exact or actual cup she was holding. But I was just like, okay, like I woke up. It was such a vivid sleeping dream. And I was just like, didn't really think much of it. And then fast forward 3 to 6 months later, that exact scenario happened. And I remember when it happened, I was just, as a little kid, I was just like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, wait a minute. What? And so another experience I have of this is actually with my grandmother. Some girl went like missing in the news. My grandma had a sleeping dream about it, like the night before. And she saw it on the TV, and she was so shocked by what happened. And I remember her, quote unquote, waking up to it and telling me about it. And I was like, Grandma, you're psychic. Self-doubt thought that sleeping dreams are just your imagination is bullshit. The truth is, sleeping dreams are one of your greatest teachers. If this is valuable to you, by the way, you can always head over to school.com/ournewenergy and come check out our community. Right now, the light warriors in our community are working on destroying their own self-doubt and waking up and connecting to and embodying their own spiritual power. So it's really inspiring. It's specifically for the misunderstood, the black sheep of their families, the visionaries who dream big and dream of a life where they're fully expressing themselves and creating everything they want unapologetically. And by the way, speaking about success, let's talk about self-doubt lie number 4. This isn't going to work. I have one more sleeping dream to talk to you about. Another sleeping dream I had in the month of November. And this one involves a fire in a house. So, in this sleeping dream, I was on the first floor of my house. My dad was with me. And all of a sudden, 2 things caught on fire. It wasn't a big fire, just a little small fire. And like alarm bells started ringing in my head, like this shouldn't be happening. Didn't really question it much past that, even though alarm bells were ringing in my head. This light is really bright, by the way. I kind of like it. I almost look like, I'm trying not to get my ego involved, but I almost look like an angel right now. Anyways, the alarm bells were ringing in my head, and I was thinking like this shouldn't be happening. Put the fire out. Couple 10, 5, 15 seconds later, 3 things catch fire. Alarm bells start really ringing in my head. Oh shit, this should not be happening. Whatever, put the fire out. 5 things catch fire. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get my dad involved. Put the fire out. 5, 15, 20 seconds later, 8 things catch fire. And I'm like, dude, what is going on here? This should not be happening. Oh fuck. Start to put the fire out, and I'm like, I gotta go figure out what's going on. For some reason, I think like my intuition led me here. Just go right into the basement. And then I see, holy fucking shit, man. The basement is on fire. Fuck. We gotta call the fire department. So flash forward, like I was telling you earlier, sometimes sleeping dreams aren't fully continuous. They just kind of go from scene to scene. Now I'm outside. I think my dad's with me. And there's a bunch of other people. And we're watching this house. Not fully burned down. Like a solid majority of the house is on fire as the fire department's putting it out. I'm like, oh fuck. So what's the lesson there from self-doubt? Is that this isn't going to work? Or is it actual truth saying, hey man, you need to fucking wake up and get help. And you need to get help immediately. So for me, both from that sleeping dream and from what I've seen across all of life, the lesson is when self-doubt is telling you, hey, this isn't going to work, it's not necessarily true. The truth is saying, ask for help immediately. If God, the universe, whatever spiritual power, if you believe in one, wanted you to do it all by yourself, you would be here alone. You'd be the only human on earth. But you're not. Guess what? There's billions of other people. Ask for help. Lastly, but certainly not least, something we all understand, I'll say very well, is lie number 5. You're not doing enough. You know what else a sleeping dream about that fire taught me? Get to the bottom level. So just like what was creating that fire, what creates my reality? What's creating my thoughts? What's creating my patterns, my behaviors, my habits? Everything I'm experiencing. The either lack of money or the abundance of money. The being in great physical shape or the feeling tired every time I wake up in the morning. What is actually creating that? It's not my habits. Like, what is making it hard when I try to go to bed at 9 a.m.? Oh, 9 a.m. Oh, God, imagine that. 9 p.m. or 11 p.m.? What's making it hard to fall asleep or difficult to get out of bed when I wake up? What's actually creating that? What is, instead of trying to put the fire out, what is going on beneath? Well, let me ask for help. Let me ask for help from a bunch of people and from my highest self. Sometime in November, I just found this video on YouTube that I resonated with. It was by another coach talking about money. And he was talking about beliefs around money. And one of the beliefs he was talking about, some beliefs he learned, was money comes to me easily. And immediately when he said that, I had that full body, I resonate with this. I love this. It feels right to me. So naturally, I adopted it and didn't really think much of it. I was just like, I'm going to let this seed plant. I'm going to let it be watered by my subconscious mind. And we'll just see how it pans out, right? Literally the next day, as Esty and I are walking outside, we begin to talk about how our beliefs create our reality. And I'm thinking, like, we literally just, like 10 seconds ago, just started talking about it. And I'm thinking, I'm so excited to tell her about this belief. And I'm literally about to go tell her, babe, this beautiful belief I have, money comes to me so easily. When money comes to me easily, I mean, both are they're the same thing, right? It feels so good. And I'm literally thinking this thought in my head. And all of a sudden, like right in front of me, a $10 bill appears. I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. Crazy. Like, wow, money comes to me so easily. And so with that experience and with like other experiences, but especially that one, it really dawned on me that beliefs are a skill. Your beliefs matter. And like, that's the truth with self-doubt telling you you're not doing enough. What it's actually telling you is there's a belief that's off. Maybe a belief about your capabilities or belief about your skill. Like maybe the reason why when you consistently go to work out or when you consistently have a conversation or you consistently work, it doesn't feel like you're doing enough is because you have a belief that says you're bad at what you're doing. That's actually what's going on. And then since that belief says, let's say, I am bad at working out, you don't feel like you've ever worked out enough. That's why. It's not because you're not working out enough, my friend. It's because your beliefs are off about either your capabilities or your skills or yourself. And so for me, all that combined together, it really dawned on me that the truth is, so the truth here is your beliefs are a skill. And the even bigger truth is that since your beliefs create your reality, your beliefs to me are the most important skill you will ever master. Ever. Like if there's one fundamental skill to doing and to achieving and to being and expressing anything you've ever dreamed of, all starts with beliefs. So to master self-doubt, let's see what it really is. It's a call to look beyond. So just like these are the 5 ways self-doubt is lying to you, these are the 5 truths beyond the lies that self-doubt is telling you to wake up to. My friend, I appreciate you. You made it to the end, which means here, you're a relentless renegade. I absolutely love that phrase, and so if you resonate with it, and you want to congratulate yourself for making it this far, comment RR. If you'd love to express yourself freely and unapologetically, you can watch this video here. Have an amazing day, my friend, and be unexpected. Peace.